Hi, this is my combined book and movie review of Carrie by Stephen King. Let's start out with the book. I read the book before the movie. It is quite a short book to read. Actually, I didn't finish the last few chapters before I saw the movie, which I think was quite good because it meant the ending was a bit of a surprise. And then I could go back and read the last few chapters and figure out what happened in the book. So Carrie is about a girl called Carrie White, who has a very religious mother. Carrie is in high school and she's not popular at all. She gets bullied. One day something really traumatic happens and that event kind of sets her off and she discovers that she has these telekinetic powers. And then one day she gets asked to the prom by the popular guy because one of the girls feels sorry for her. And then at prom they play a prank on her and everything just gets a little bit out of hand. This was Stephen King's first novel and as you can see it is quite short. It is one of those very familiar stories where most people I think know what happens to Carrie at prom. But what kind of really shocked me was just the mother is so abusive and so just messed up. You don't expect to feel sorry for Carrie, you think she's the monster, but while you're reading this you're kind of rooting for Carrie. What's kind of interesting about the writing style of this book is that it is split up into bits from Carrie's point of view, bits from newspaper articles, pieces from like research papers about telekinetic powers and about the incident that happens at the school. So at least some gaps in the story, but then at the same time it also provides some extra information that you wouldn't have gotten if it was just from Carrie's point of view. My only issue with this is that as soon as it gets to the kind of prom scenes, you get a lot more interviews and descriptions from other people, and what you want to know is what's going on in Carrie's head, and it just kind of drags out a lot. The first bits of the book were definitely my favorite. Also, I didn't think that this book was very scary. I think if you hear about Stephen King book, you assume that it's terrifying because of monsters and blood and murder, but actually this book just kind of makes you really sad and angry. So if you really don't like horror or really scary stories, you can still give Carrie a go. So the movie I watched was the 2013 edition with Chloe Moretz and Julianne Moore. First of all, I really liked the trailer with the slow music and it cutting between the prom scenes and some other scenes. One problem is that the trailer is basically the entire movie, which is what I heard some people complain about. They were at the cinema and they were complaining that they knew the entire story already. What I kind of didn't like as much was the modern setting of it. The bullies were kind of like the sexy popular girls. They take a video of Carrie and they upload it on YouTube and they share it around like that. And what I really liked about the book was the old-fashioned setting. I know that it just wouldn't work for a modern adaptation to be set in that time, so I think obviously they made the best choice. There were some really disgusting bits in this movie. The mom was just like cutting into her leg and she's like ruining her fingernails by trying to get out of a door. It was really gory and disgusting. More the parts between Carrie and her mom than the actual parts at prom. In general, I thought that the movie was really fun. It was really interesting to watch. While fun is maybe not the right word. You actually get to see what happens during all the attacks and you get to be with Carrie. What I really didn't like was the ending. I feel like it was a bit too soft and melodramatic in a way. I really want to watch the older Carrie adaptation as well and see how it compares. In the comments you can let me know if you've read Carrie or if you've seen the movie and what you thought of them, and I'll see you guys later. Doei!